I've spent over 50K on mentorships and 7 figures running ads for online fitness coaches, and not a single one of them ever taught me what I'm about to show you in this video. In this video, I'm giving you the full Instagram stories playbook I use to book 7 to 20 sales calls a week for our clients with zero ad spend. The exact schedule, the exact call to action templates, the ManyChat sequences, and the DM script that turns leads into booked calls. Plus 15 plug and play call to action templates, and I have a bonus for you at the end of the video. If you sell online fitness coaching and you feel like you're not squeezing what you could out of your Instagram stories, this video is going to fix that, I promise you. Let's go. Okay, so first we need to understand the 3 types of Instagram stories. First we have connection, social proof, and call to actions are really the secret sauce, and I'm going to break down everything in a second. Now, first things first, call to actions. People need to know you, like you, and trust you to buy from you, right? In our company, we always preach our content trinity: connection, resonance, and credibility. And in this case, this is the connection part. You need to be talking to your Instagram stories daily. You want to document your day. Just show the food you're eating. Tell them what you're doing throughout the day. Talk about the mindset shift or breakthrough. Share wins or lessons learned. Show behind the scenes of your daily routine, because people don't buy coaching, they buy coaches. Next, we have social proof. You need to be constantly demonstrating that you know what you're talking about by client results. That can be before and after stories. This can be a before and after picture with a bit of a story about the transformation, right? How the person felt when they joined the program, what transformation they went through, and how they are feeling now. Besides that, you can also do video testimonials from the clients. You can just screenshot a message from the client that the client sent you via WhatsApp, TrainerWise, whatever you guys use. So the most dramatic before and after: my client lost X in Y time frame, here's how we did it. Same before and after, and do a progress update every week. This is especially useful if you don't have a lot of clients. Screenshot messages, like I said, TrainerWise graphs. Screenshot the first message that they sent to you, struggling versus now happy. And next, let's get to the sauce, okay? Now, without these 2 parts, none of this is going to work. And if your content on Instagram is shit, it's not going to work either. You need to be constantly demonstrating value, showing these parts, which is social proof and connection. If you don't do that, the call to actions will not work. You want to think about it like a withdrawal. The easiest way to think about it is like depositing money to a bank account. You are depositing value. You are depositing the connection. If you do that on a long enough time frame, then you can withdraw from the bank. But if you're not providing any value to your audience, you're just another coach, you just post workouts, whatever, something that is not useful at all to your audience, well, you have nothing to withdraw. And that's why some of you guys, after watching this video, this will not work for you. I'll be honest with you. Because if you have never been providing value to your audience, never been posting consistently, you are going to have nothing to withdraw. So let's get to the call to action story selling system, which is exactly what to post on Instagram stories every single day. So going back here, first you want to be posting at least 1 to 2 connection stories every single day to make people know you and like you. Next, at least 1 social proof slide per day. I would do 2 to 3 to make people trust you, okay? And from there, like I said, you can withdraw some money, aka some leads, from your Instagram stories if you do this properly. So first things first, on Sundays, you want to start on Sunday, post a primer call to action, which I'll show you examples in a second, to get views, okay? And boost engagement. From there, you want to post a hard call to action on Monday, which is the direct ask for coaching. On Wednesday, you want to post a freebie call to action, and on Friday, soft call to action, because each of them has a different purpose and targets a different level of awareness and top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel on your page. So first, on Sundays, you want to be posting primer stories to 10x story views, okay? Most coaches never talk about this. Primers are ways to encourage engagement, which will push the story out to even more people. When people watch one of your stories, it's more likely to be pushed to them again for 24 to 48 hours, which means when they open their Instagram app, you're going to be the first person right there on the very top. We strategically use these before our call to actions, where we directly pitch coaching, so all the people that interacted with the previous story with the primer on Sunday get redirected with that, and they see the direct pitch. So as you can see, you can get some crazy results with this. For example, 20K views. Now, the key here is to ask a very simple question. So there's a lot of examples here. What's more important for getting that toned look and losing fat? Your training, your nutrition. Or for example, what's your favorite carb? How many days per week do you train? Do you do your cardio before weights, after weights, never, on another day? And you can get like hundreds of votes, and it's real. Like, if you are getting very little votes on most of your polls, you get like 100 views on your stories. If you implement this, make sure you delete all the previous stories, post this one with a poll, you are going to at least double, triple, quadruple, you can even 10x the average story views, okay? Now here's the ninja trick, because this alone will work, but if you push this to the right side of the screen, as you can see, we are using a voting poll. If you push the voting poll to the right side of the screen this way, people will be tapping it by accident while swiping through stories. So it's pretty funny, but they are going to get redirected with your stories the next day because they accidentally tapped on it. But you are increasing the engagement on this one story, and that's why we can like 10x the number of views on this specific story, okay? And like I said, this will massively, I'm telling you, like massively boost the engagement to this one story. And next, you want to wait about 12 to 18 hours after the story, and you want to post the next call to action, which is the Monday hard call to action. To be honest with you, ideally, it should have been active for about 16 to 24 hours, I would say. It should still be active, and then you want to post this one as the second one, okay? So this is the hard call to action, which is a direct ask where you directly pitch people coaching, right? You ask people if they want to work with you. So this this is where you're going to be getting most of your leads because you directly ask them if they're interested in coaching, right? And thanks to the fact that we posted the primer yesterday, this story is going to be seen by significantly, I'm telling you, like significantly more people if you've never done the primer before, okay? You probably tried call to actions. I'm looking for 5 men that want to lose fat in the next 30 days, right? But I can guarantee you, you have not tried it in a combination with a primer. So definitely try it out. Now for some examples, who wants to lose 10 to 15 pounds by the end of August? I'm looking for 3 women. You put a voting poll most of the time. I need to lose fat. Me, not me. I am fit already. Another example, this one can be a bit longer with like benefits listed out. This one can be a case study. These ones also work really well. So like a brand new July fat loss case study. If you want to achieve this, this and that, message me case study. Or for example, this, I will help you lose this much fat, get these results without, for example, giving up your favorite foods. Vote below. Or you can do a direct task. This is like the most popular one. I'm looking for 5 men who want to lose 10 to 15 pounds and build muscle in the next 30 days. So this works. This works. I can tell you it's been overused. You can say it's been overused, but that's why. That's because it works. Now, a quick recommendation, if you're getting less than, I would say, 500 views on average on your stories, always put a poll or a sticker. I'm going to show you what a story with a sticker looks like. Use one of them and then you can DM everybody that votes here. If you have a lot of engagement on your stories, I would use a call to action and just attach a ManyChat automation, which I'll show you later as well. But you are going to be getting less leads, but higher intent with a call to action keyword, right? But if you are not getting a lot of views on your stories right now, you're not going to get any DMs most likely with the keyword. Like, I'll be honest with you, it's much better to put out a voting poll or a sticker that I just showed you a second ago. Next, on Wednesday, you want to post a freebie call to action. So a freebie call to action is where we give a free lead magnet that solves one specific problem of our ideal client, because this is the first ever interaction your prospects have with the value you can provide them. That means they judge your paid program based on how valuable your free stuff is. So if your free stuff sucks, they're going to assume that your paid program won't help them either, right? And the best part is most of you guys already have your lead magnets ready, these freebies, okay? Every training and resource you've created for your clients, you can put social proof into it and a call to action at the end to make it into a lead magnet. So this can be a meal plan guide, a workout split, calorie deficit guide, or a grocery list, like a workout split, like I said, recipes, 5 fat loss hacks, 10 protein sources, whatever you think would be useful for your specific audience. Now, a quick break. Everything that I'm showing you in this video is exactly what my team does, completely done for you for every online fitness coach inside of Social Flow. If you want us to do all of this for you and implement our full fitness profit funnel, place a full content team, create and launch and manage your ads, place an appointment setting team, which means AI plus a human setter, and automate your backend with AI agents, nobody's doing this, check the first link in the description. If you want, you can just plug in this prompt into Claude and it will generate a lead magnet for you. Obviously specify what you are looking for and just replace the brackets, right? Now from there, you can either just use the document that Claude gives you and give that out as a lead magnet. And how do you deliver that? You are going to be using ManyChat, and I'll show you that in a second. But if you want to turn it into like a more sexy version and exactly what a lead magnet should look like, I'm going to link this lead magnet template in the description. There is a quick video on how to use it, but pretty much the way it works is you want to replace this background, put your name logo here, put the actual value of the lead magnet, right? You would replace it here. This is just another part of the value. And on the last slide, this is key. You want to post a bunch of social proof, put a keyword call to action. So if you want to achieve this and that result, DM me this keyword. It should be ideally the same keyword as you have in your Instagram bio or that you use in most of your call to actions on Instagram, and I'll send you the details here on this link. You can also right click link and you can add the link to your coaching application form, which means like everybody that receives this lead magnet will be just blasted with social proof. And some of them, even though it's a free resource, right, they're going to decide to apply for your coaching from here. Now from there, you can automate sending those lead magnets using ManyChat. So after you send the resource, you want to add a hard call to action. As you can see, even though we give out a free resource, we can still get these people to apply for coaching. So after you send the resource, add a call to action to catch warm leads right away. I would recommend adding this call to action about 50% of the time, and the other 50% of the time, just provide value. Just add a question like, by the way, what goals are you working on right now? Just provide value, don't pitch them. But what does this call to action look like most of the time? Hey, here's the meal plan. You send the Google Drive link. So all you want to do is upload the output from Claude, that document, upload it to Google Drive. It's very simple, it's free. Get the share link and then plug it in here. And after you put this link here, I'm looking for 5 men and women that want to lose 10 plus pounds in the next 30 to 60 days. If you're interested, reply with keyword and I'll see if I can help. There is a separate video on how to set up ManyChat, so I'm going to link it here. But as far as the trigger, it depends. You can do it for the feed post, you can do it for the stories specifically. In this context, we are talking about stories, but you can obviously also use these automations and these lead magnets for your feed posts as well. So as you can see, by this point, we have boosted your views on Instagram stories. We have already captured the highest intent leads with the hard call to action because we directly ask them for coaching. Then we captured the lower intent leads. Most of the time, they are going to be on the top of the funnel, so they are newer to your page or they're simply not ready to buy coaching yet. You have already converted some of them using this call to action. Some of them applied from that link in the inside of the actual lead magnet that I showed you, right? This one right here. Some of them applied DMing you or clicking this link. Now by this point, right? As you can see, you really squeezed out a lot out of your audience with Instagram stories, but there is one more to really just pour more fuel on the fire, which are the soft call to action. So these ones, you want to post them on Thursdays or Fridays. Both can work. And as far as what do you post here, a soft call to action is one where you ask a question that encourages people to engage or DM you. And this can either be a call to action story, like a social proof story, where you add a call to action, as you can see, like a soft one. So this client, so you put a before and after, a bit more about their story, and then you put DM me, I'm next for more info on one-on-one online coaching, something like that, right? Second, we put out a poll with a question that our ideal client can engage with, and we want to ask them either about a goal or a struggle. Now, to show you a few more examples of social proof, as you can see, this client achieved this result. If you online coaching info, you can just put a poll directly like this. You can also put it like this. I want results like this. Good for her. Another variation can be sometimes the goal shouldn't be weight loss, but it should be body recomp. DM recomp if you want to learn how and for more info on online coaching, as you can see. Or for example, you can even do this. How long did this transformation take? And you can DM people, haha, you were right. By the way, are you working on any fitness goals right now? And you can initiate a conversation, right? So it's very, very easy. Now, as far as the polls, as you can see, what's the one thing you would love to accomplish by the end of summer? Or what's your biggest goal right now? You can put some goals, as you can see, using a voting poll. Or you can do what's your biggest struggle right now. So obviously every single person that votes here either has a specific goal that they want to achieve, or they are struggling with something. Therefore, they are potentially a great fit for your coaching program. Now, as you can see, we do generate a lot of leads, but how do you actually convert them into clients? I'm going to give you these templates right here for messages that you can send to people that apply from each of these different types of stories. But this is very key. You should only have one active story, okay? We always want our call to action story to be the only active story. So delete everything earlier. This means we delete all the previous stories and we only keep that one up, that one story, call to action story, for at least 12 hours before posting anything else. And this is going to massively boost views on that single story. If you skip this step and you then come to me and you tell me that this doesn't work, that's why. Now, like I said, regarding the Sunday and the Monday story, now, like I said, the story that you post on Sunday, the primary story, should still be active whenever you post your Monday call to action. So that's the only exception. Okay, cool. But how do I actually book calls? So for the hard call to actions, name, thanks so much for engaging on the poll, because you put out this poll, right? If you want more info on coaching, apply here, right? Or for example, I'll send you more info. That's me. Maybe send more info. You want to DM all of the people voting with this message. Hey, thanks so much for engaging on the poll. I've got all the details for you here in a sec, but first, would you mind if I ask you a couple of questions to see if I can help? And then we transition to the DM script, which I'm going to show you in a second. And for the freebie call to actions, whenever you give out a free resource, and this is both for feed posts and also for Instagram stories that we are focusing on in this specific video. Hey name, here's the lead magnet link, and you can either, like I said, put out this call to action with ManyChat, where you just pitch them, PS, I'm looking for this avatar that wants to achieve this, DM with this keyword, and I'll see if I can help. Or you can just wait a few hours and ask, hey, by the way, were you able to access it? Nice, I hope it helps. Just curious, by the way, what goals are you working on right now? And like I said, you can still initiate a conversation. And lastly, for the soft call to actions that you post on Thursdays or Fridays, we usually do Fridays, you want to message them, hey name, so that you struggle with diet or whatever they've applied from this poll, or like, so your goal is to lose weight, so you are struggling with exercise. And next, this depends on the context and the prospect, because you want to kind of dig in, right? Like, let's say they said they struggle with nutrition. You want to kind of start asking them some questions about that, right? What specifically, like, you don't know what to eat, maybe you cannot stick to a calorie deficit. Ask them a simple question to answer, right? And from there, you want to dig and see if you could help them pitch a call with a DM that I will show you in a second. Or you can just pitch them a free resource. So I've got a free meal plan that I can send you if that will be valuable. Then you send that, and then you kind of just continue to the freebie, right? And nice, hope it helps. Just curious, what's your biggest goal right now, for example? And then you start the conversation with the DM script. So then what? There are 4 primary things that we are looking for in the DMs: a clearly defined problem, how long they've been struggling with that, clearly defined goal and a measurable reason why, and lastly, willingness to accept external guidance. Now, if somebody is not opening up, you can ask them these questions: what's your story? What got you into fitness? What inspired you to start your fitness journey? When did you realize being healthy was important to you? What are you working on right now? Like, what kind of goals you're working on right now? What about my content do you resonate with the most? And then what? Okay, so here's the exact DM scripts to book 10 to 20 calls per week. So after you kind of opened up, right, they mention a specific struggle or a goal, you just transition to this question: oh, that's cool. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions to see if I can help? They say sure. Okay, so what would you say has been the biggest struggle? Nutrition, workouts, or something else? They said nutrition, and you want to mirror the struggle and the time to them. So for example, they say, I've been struggling with nutrition for 2 years. You want to say, all right, I hear you. You want to kind of validate what they said. So what's your number one goal right now? Lose weight, tone up, something else. Obviously, you can skip some of these questions if they already mentioned that earlier in the conversation. After they mentioned the goal, like, that's great, super doable. Or you can say like, I know you said that you wanted to lose 20 pounds. Next, you want to send a before and after picture of one of your clients who achieved a similar goal. This is the type of results you can expect if you're coachable. And why is that goal important to you? Is it just for the looks? They will tell you why that is important to them. And here is where we pitch them the call. So we want to book a sales call with them. Perfect perfect, that's awesome. Would you like some help? They say sure. What would that look like? And no matter really what they say, you say, tell you what, why don't we do this? Let's hop on a quick call. We will go over your number one struggle, your main goal, and we will come up with a game plan to help you get there. You're up for that? They say, yeah, sure. What would that look like? Perfect. Let me grow my calendar. 1 sec. Send your calendar link here. This is important. You won't tell them exactly what to do next. Go ahead and book it now. Spots usually fill up quick. Send me a screenshot once you're all done and let me know what time you picked. Now, if they have ghosted you, because this can happen, if they don't book within an hour, go comment on one of their Instagram posts with like a genuine comment. If they have a private profile, they don't have any posts, you want to just go to the second step. If they don't book within 2 hours, go into the messaging sequence and like one of their messages so that the heart emoji pops up. Step 3, if they don't book within 4 hours, you want to reply with all good, or hey, did you find a time that works for you, or just their name with a question mark at the end. If they don't book and it goes into the next day, you want to follow up with a quick video. Hey John, good morning brother, I just had some time to get back to you. Go ahead and save your spot in the calendar. So you want to make it personalized. You want to activate the law of reciprocity, which means this person will feel like, okay, Mr. Coach recorded a video for me, so let me at least get back to them. Okay, if somebody doesn't want to book a call yet, or let's say they just got busy, they will message you, but at least they will message you back, right? And if you don't do this, they might just ghost you forever. They might just leave you on scene forever and never get back to you. But if you show them that you did something personalized for them, they are more likely to get back, and you want to send them the link right here. Now, after the 4th follow-up, I would leave the conversation alone for at least a week, and then you can try again. Now, lastly, I promised you that I'm going to give out some secret sauce here. So I'm going to give out this exact resource with 15 call to action templates for each type of story. You are going to have plug and play templates, literally just replace the brackets. There are the exact voting polls on the polls, exact voting options on the voting polls that you put on these stories. Also a full masterclass and more examples of hard, soft, and freebie. When you click, it will open up a folder, a bunch of examples of very successful coaches using these call to action. So check the first link in the description for the gift. All right, so if you got value, hit a subscribe button, hit a like button so you can see more videos like this. Those story templates are in the first link in the description. Again, if you want us to just do all of this for you and implement our fitness profit funnel completely done for you, place a full content team, which means content ideas, scripts, editing, posting for you, all these story sequences, launch and manage your ads, place an appointment setting team, and automate your backend with AI agents, check the second link in the description. There's a video of me explaining how we can do this completely done for you. Drop a like, and I'll see you in the next one.